Listen, if you ever try to set a boundary and people just ignored it, I get it. I've been there. But once I started doing this one thing differently, everything changed for me. My boundaries finally started to stick. So let me share with you what I wish I knew years ago about setting boundaries. Hey, beautiful. Welcome back to EmpowerHer Pages. I'm Carie, and I just discovered this interesting fact that 60% of women struggle with setting boundaries. And the ones who actually do set boundaries, they feel guilty afterwards. Does that sound familiar? So if you ever said no and then spiraled into guilt or walked away from a convo just for playing everything that you should have said or that you wish you would have said, then this video is for you because you might lack boundaries. So let's be real for a minute. At work, you're staying late, right? Picking up the slack, trying not to seem difficult, saying yes to everything. Meanwhile, you're thinking, why couldn't they just ask somebody else? And in your family, you're expected to always be available because you're single or the strong one, or you don't have kids, so you have the time. And the truth is, you're exhausted. And then with your friends, you're the therapist, you're the emotional sponge, the go-to, but no one ever checks on you. And in your dating life, that's a whole different story. You're dealing with the almost, Mr. Almost entertaining, Mr. Almost consistent, Mrs. Almost loving, or Mrs. Almost ready. But deep down, you know that you deserve more. And the worst part, the moment that you actually try to speak up, the guilt starts to creep in. You start wondering, am I doing too much? Or am I being selfish? Or what if they think I'm rude? Let me be the first one to say it to you. You are not the problem. So what are boundaries? A boundary is not a punishment. It is not a wall, and it's not about controlling anybody else. A boundary is a commitment to honoring yourself. It's saying, this is what I need to feel safe, valued, respected, and at peace. And listen, we always talk about boundaries with other people, but let's not forget about the boundaries that we have with ourselves internally. Like, I'm not starting my day on social media, or I'm done saying yes out of guilt. And then your worth is not tied to how much you pour into others. And then those quiet promises that you make to yourself, those matter too, sis. So let me tell you what shifted everything for me, right? So a few years back, I was working full time. I'm taking care of my son. I'm researching and trying to build a brand and just trying to be everything for everybody, right? And there was this one friend who would just always emotionally dump and give me everything. Like, I guess she felt like I was her therapist. And she never would ask about anything that was going on with me. So I remember one night, just having it and just letting her know that, enough is enough. So I sent her a voice note, just kind of let her know, yo, I see your text messages. Give me a second. I'm dealing with a lot right now. When I get to it, I'll get to it. Well, she wasn't feeling that. She was not happy about that. Clearly caught an attitude, was annoyed. And eventually we grew apart. But with that friendship, I gained clarity that friendship was only working when I was her therapist and I was overextending myself. And I realized that people don't respect the boundaries that you don't enforce, period. So if I had stronger boundaries with her, then most of those things probably wouldn't have happened, but you live and you learn from those experiences. So here are 3 boundaries that changed everything for me in these important areas of my life. And I share them with you because I think that you can benefit from them. So the first is time boundaries. Make sure you set your communication time. So for me, it's 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And after that, my do not disturb is on. No texts, no DMs, no work emails. And I only communicate with family only if it's an emergency. And then the second is planning boundaries. I need at least 24-hour notice before you invite or ask me to go out anywhere. And I'm letting it be known that I'm not available. And in my dating life, that was completely different. And then the last is energy boundaries. I guard my Sundays. I don't play about my Sundays. My Sundays are a day for me to reflect and relax and get ready for my work week. So if anybody asks me to do anything on my Sundays, they know that it's a no. And when I let them know this, there's no explanation needed. And this is my reminder for you. When you tell someone no, they don't need an explanation or an essay about why you have this boundary. And then let's talk about pushback, because you will get pushback. When you start setting boundaries, people will test you. They will say, wow, you changed, or you used to be so reliable, and why are you being so difficult? And it's not that deep. But let me tell you what it really means. It means that they were benefiting from your lack of boundaries. And when you start choosing yourself, it makes some people very uncomfortable. And that's okay, because some people will just naturally fall away and fade away. And that's not a loss. Don't see that as a loss. It's really clarity. You can love people and still say no to them. You can be kind and still protect your peace at the same time. You don't have to overextend yourself to be worthy of love, because the ones who actually care, they're going to respect your boundaries, right? And then here's the other part that doesn't really get addressed enough. Boundaries are about how you show up for yourself. So many of us who are high achieving, good-hearted people, and we were raised in some amazing households by amazing people, we're taught to give endlessly, to fix, to help, to hold space for other people. But I'm here to tell you that you're not a martyr. You're allowed to need time, space, rest without feeling guilty for it. You matter, even when you are not performing and not producing for somebody. So here's just a gentle reminder for you so that you can start setting those boundaries. Let the call go to voicemail. Say, let me think about it, instead of automatically saying yes when someone asks you to do something. And take a nap, skip something, miss out on something. Give your time to refill your energy and refill yourself. And when the guilt pops up, remind yourself, I'm not abandoning anyone. I'm just finally choosing me. And if you need help with reconnecting to your voice and building your confidence to stand by those boundaries, right? You can download my free confidence reset kit. It's filled with affirmations, mindset tools, journaling prompts to help you kind of come back to yourself and become the person that you were made to be. The link is in the description. And drop a comment and tell me what's one boundary that you're ready to set without guilt. And let me know if you want a separate video on dating boundaries specifically, because that deserves a deep dive in itself. And if this resonated with you, then hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs it. And your peace is valid. Your no is holy, and you don't owe anyone an explanation. Coming up next, watch my video on self-doubt, because boundaries and self-doubt and confidence all go together. They're like sisters. You can catch it right here. Peace.